Most Americans are very frustrated, Kimberly, that there seems to be a two-system tier of justice in America. What about
It's unbelievable. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The hypocrisy is really quite appalling. And, we just see that liberal privilege is rampant. Don Jr. wrote a book about it and talked about this hypocrisy and how the left gets away with it. I mean, Hunter Biden is idolizing on late night television. And yet here they are, a patriotic American, Rudy Giuliani, in the middle of the night, raiding his place, taking his documents. This is an attorney like myself, a former prosecutor, and of course, things in his home that have attorney-client privilege as well. He's also been very forthcoming with anybody that is asked, in fact, in previous years, we'll give you anything that you need. But this is more political theater, persecution, the likes of which that we saw, unprecedented against a sitting American president from literally the moment the man took office. They were planning on trying to impeach President Trump. And there has been just really a bloodlust out to target any single person that's willing to stand for the president, his America First policies, or put on a full, throttle defense on the president's behalf like Rudy Giuliani did. It's unbelievable. It's un-American. And, it's a shameful episode and chapter in American history that they would engage in this kind of conduct. But, quite frankly, it's not surprising because this is just more the same that we saw with the witch hunts against the president, the, phony Mueller investigation, right, the impeachment hoaxes. It's one thing after the next. But the problem is they don't realize they keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. The only thing that's happened is they have helped increase the rank and file, hardworking Americans that are unabashedly standing up on the president's side for American values, for our Constitution, for our God-given rights across this country. And those men and women have been mobilized, and they will continue to be there. I really believe there's going to be a reckoning in 2022 and in 2024, and you're going to see what happens in this country because we're continuing to fight and to stand.
How do we know who to vote for in 2022, 2024? Number one question I'm asked.
Yes, well, it's so true, and I appreciate that question because this to me is so important. We are fighting for the heart and the soul and, quite frankly, the faith of America and the American people. And that's why we will only stand for and support those individuals that were strong backers, supporters of President Trump. He was the best president in terms of religious freedom and liberty and fighting for life. And we want people that we believe in that are going to be fighters in the Senate, not people who are establishment Republicans that tell you one thing, they lie to your face, and they do another, and they cave. Those days are over. And there's 75+ million Americans willing to stand for this country, willing to stand for the unborn, willing to stand for America First policies and a robust economy and robust infrastructure and manufacturing and jobs in this country, and more discretionary spending in the hands of hardworking Americans versus the tax and spend liberal elites that have no respect for the sanctity of life. So that's why I'm proud to serve and help the president, to be part of his super PAC as well, to be national chair for the former governor of Missouri who's running for U.S. Senate. So we're going to choose people that we believe hold the same values as those hardworking Americans. That is why I strongly and firmly believe, with the help of God, that we are going to be able to have the majority in the Senate and take back the House. Quite frankly, Americans out there are fed up, and we've seen what happened already under Joe Biden in 100 days of abject failure. Exporting the American dream, not standing for life. He pretends to be a Catholic. He is not. The whole thing has just been a disgrace. And I have come across many liberals that want a mulligan. They want a do-over because they said they would not have voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And she's what's coming next. Believe me, she will run for president in 2024. But the Americans want President Trump. And let me tell you something. That's why any event here with the president in Mar-a-Lago is the top ticket, raises the most money because he is the kingmaker of the Republican Party.
Okay, so that's what you're working on. We're going to watch you then on who you guys endorse and who you're promoting as an indicator of people that you have vetted. That's very good news. You mentioned Biden, 100 days, 95 executive orders, and ICE arrests have decreased 60% since he's taken office. Kimberly Guilfoyle, senior political advisor to President Trump, thank you so very much for being with us today. And anytime he wants to speak to the Christian world here in America, we would love to have him on. Thank you so much. Tell him God bless you.
Thank you guys for what you do. True pleasure to be on your program, and you have a great network there.
Thank you very much. God bless.